Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I'm going to be doing an update to the I Heart the 90s Project Pan. This was created by Laura in collaboration with the Fantastic Ladies collab on Facebook. I will leave them linked down below so you can find out more information. But this is a prompt-based project based on the 1990s, which I'm pretty familiar with most of these prompts. I was born in 1991, so little adolescent Stephanie grew up with these things, but some of them are a surprise to me, which is kind of fun. I'm working on 9 items at a time, and I do have a really exciting update, so let's just get into it. I'm going to talk about the prompts that I'm working on in numerical order. They're not in the order that I rolled them in, but they are in the order that they are listed on the spreadsheet, and it's just easier to keep track of it that way. The first item I'm working on is for the prompt wannabe, and I had to find a product that reminded me of my best friend. And my best friend is my husband, and he took me to a beach full of sand dollars before we were married. So I rolled in this single shadow called Sand Dollar from Pretties for Your Face, and this is what it was looking like last update. My goal is to use this 10 times, and last update I only had used it twice, and I was really hoping to use it more than 2 times in the last month, and I'm really happy to say that I used it 4 additional times. So this is what it's looking like now. Really, it doesn't look any different, but I have a total of 6 uses on this, and this is just so beautiful, and I'm really excited to keep working on it. The next prompt is Macarena. I had to find a product from a Latinx owned brand. So I rolled in my Sigma Cinderella face palette. This is a blush and highlighter duo, and this is what it was looking like last month. After 6 uses, I am only working on the highlighter, and I got an additional 9 uses this past month. So I have 15 uses total, and this is what it's looking like. I feel like it looks the same, but I mean, it could look a little different. I tend to focus my brush right in the middle, but the pattern is still very apparent. And this is a beautiful highlighter for me during the summer because it's a little dark. As you can see, the base of the highlighter is a little dark, but I've been making it work, and it is really beautiful. Oh yeah, and I cut my hair. I'm sure you noticed if you follow along with my videos. I honestly didn't mean to cut it this short. I kind of screwed it up cutting it myself, and I had to go to my mom to fix it, but it's okay. The next prompt was Baby One More, and I had to find a product from a brand that I used in high school, and I rolled in my L'Oreal True Match foundation, and I have the shade C2. This is a perfect match for my skin tone. I really enjoy this foundation, but my goal was to use it 22 times. Last update, I had up to 17 uses, and I was able to use it 5 more times to get my 22 uses for this project. So this is the first item rolling out, and I was super curious where the product was, like how full it is. So I took a spatula to it, and it's a little lower than this mark, but it was actually kind of hard to scrape the sides because this is pretty thick. As you can see, it does coat the walls of the product or of the packaging. So I would say it's a little under this line, maybe about halfway, maybe a little more than halfway. So that is a good indicator because this was basically brand new, and I think it was unopened when I rolled it in. So 22 uses is about a little under half of the way of using of this. The only con with this is it's like super messy, and it got really messy because I was pouring it out on my hand. Shelly from Unapologetically Shelly, but Shelly from Unapologetically Shelly That is a hard word to say, by the way. I had to try it like 5 times. She told me to just put my finger on top and shake it out and dot it on my face. And oh, of course, I just lost my mark. But that worked a lot better for me. It took a little longer, so when I'm in a rush, I didn't want to do that, but it was a great tip. Thank you, Shelly. The next prompt is the Sixth Sense, and I had to find a product that surprised me. So I rolled in the Pacifica A Light foundation, and this surprised me when Misty mentioned how much she loved it, and she compared it to the new NARS foundation. Because I did not remember having a great experience with this foundation. Honestly, I don't know why I kept it if I hadn't had a good experience, but I rolled it in just to get some use out of it and make sure that my feelings were correct. So I only set a goal for 10 uses, and I used it 4 times, and it's not my favorite. I think my memory served me well, and I don't like wearing this alone, but I am willing to mix it with other things, and it's a lot better for me. So I will continue to use it. I'm not going to declutter it. I think I will be able to hopefully use it up just by mixing with other items. But for this project, I only have 6 more uses to go. I'm only swatching the things that are staying in the project because I swatched that L'Oreal foundation when I rolled it in. But here's the Pacifica foundation. Next is Tamagotchi. I had to find an item that was not long lasting. And this is a little ironic because I rolled in my ColourPop lippy sticks in Topanga, and I rolled it in because it didn't last throughout the day. Like, I had to reapply it. But you could spin it as this lasts a really long time because this has been in this project since the beginning of the year and it's September. So that's kind of cool, like that it lasts such a long time, because I really did try to focus on this. I use it as a blush occasionally and on my lips, like a lot. As of the last update, I had 50 uses in this project, and my goal is to finish it. And I'm just gonna roll it up for you here. And I can't roll it up anymore. I am officially done with this. So exciting. I'm going to show you my line markings. I use this 9 more times. I don't know if I said that. So I have a total of 59 uses in this project. And this is my line marking for it. Oopsie. And I was able to use that last chunk of it in those 9 uses. So I'm really happy. Honestly, I would purchase lippy sticks again. I really enjoyed the formula. I think this, yeah, it's satin, and I did really like it. And I'm realizing after some declutters that I only have, I don't want to say only because I might be forgetting something, but I think all of my lip products that I have now are liquid lip products, maybe in one tinted lip balm. So I really want to get some more like lipstick, more comfortable, movable formulas. I'm wearing this today. I scraped it. I was like trying to get so much out of it. But anyway, this is an empty. The next prompt is butterfly clips, and I had to find something with cute packaging. And I rolled in my BH Cosmetics Bellini blush palette, and I think this packaging is so cute. My goal was to use each of these blushes 5 times, and I'm not quite there yet, but I am getting so close. So this is what it's looking like now. I've used this shade in the top left 8 times, so I've surpassed the 5 use goal on this because I actually use this to mix with some of these darker colors. This shade I've used 3 times, as well as 3 times for this shade. I've used this shade 5 times, so I've reached my goal. I've used this middle shade twice, and this shade 4 times. So I think I can roll this out next update for sure. I just need to make sure I use the correct pans. The next prompt is baby teas, and I had to find a mini. So I rolled in my mini Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer, and my goal for this was to use it 22 times. I wasn't really sure if that would empty this product or, you know, how much of it I would use up in those 22 uses. But this past month, I actually used it 19 times. I think that was every time I did my makeup, or almost every time I did my makeup. This was really nice to mix with the other concealer that I'm panning in my Graveyard Project pan. And as you can see, I have some really nice windowing in this product. And I probably only have 1 or 2 uses on this left. I did take the stopper out. And because I think I only have like 1 or 2 uses out of this, I am going to be rolling it out of this project. I'll show you the empty container next update just to be sure, but I will be rolling in something to replace this. Next is Surge, and I had to find a product that is green or had green packaging. So I rolled in my Pixie Fortify Toning Eye Patches. And my goal is to finish these. I used them 4 times, and this is where we're at. I honestly don't know how many is in here, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm gonna guess these will be in for the next three or 4 months. I totally skipped one, and it is Lisa Frank, and I had to find something that was colorful. So I rolled in my Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum, and my goal is to use this 22 times. Now, last update, I questioned if this was breaking me out, and I had taken a break from it. So I had started using it up again, and I broke out again, like all over my chin, and even under here, there's still a little bit. So I stopped using this, and they went away. So I was like, okay. I started back up using it again, and then it didn't break me out again. So I feel like it's just a gamble using so many different skin products, so many different makeup products in all of these projects. Half of them are expired. So I really don't know what could be the cause of it. I've also kind of gone a little nuts with my eating habits, enjoying the summer. So that could also be a culprit. I've never really suffered with that type of breakout that I'm aware of, but maybe it is. I do have hormonal acne, and that's around this area as well, but the timing didn't really work out. So that's why I thought it was this. Anyway, I had 7 uses last update, and I used it an additional 11 times. So I have 18 out of my 22 uses. As you can see, I'm about halfway done with this bottle. So I'm going to keep this in because I don't use it every single day. As you can tell, I only use it 7 or 11 times in this month. So I will be keeping this in and getting my last few uses in this project. But I'm just so curious, like, honestly, it kind of makes me want to throw out all of my, like, known expired makeup, because I just don't know what is causing it. And I want to continue panning these items. I don't want to give up my panning projects because it's so fun, and I want to get my money's worth out of these items. And what if I'm throwing something out that's perfectly fine and it's not breaking me out? I don't know, it's a struggle in my brain, but that's not the point of this video. I have 3 new roll-ins, And I did pre-roll earlier so I could plan my products. And I only have 6 prompts left in this project. I'm doing fairly well. So I did 1 through 6 and I got 1, 3, and 4. So number 1 for me this time is Smells Like Teen Spirit, and I had to find a scented product. So I'm rolling in this Tree Hut Sugar Scrub in the scent Cotton Candy. This will be shown in an upcoming haul video. And in my video I said I hadn't gotten this yet. It hadn't arrived in the mail, and I thought it was coconut, but it's cotton candy, and I did include a picture of it in that haul. My goal is to finish this, and I want to try to use this once a week in my shower. I go through these super slow. I do not use them regularly, but I want to. I feel like my skin could use an exfoliation once a week. I do it to my face skin. Why can't I do it to my body skin? Hopefully once a week. And I want to try to finish this before the end of the year. Number 3 for me was Jurassic Park, and I defined my oldest product. So you could do your oldest product in your whole collection or in a specific category. So I chose my oldest eyeliner pencil. It's actually the only eyeliner pencil that I own, and my sister gave this to me at the end of last year from one of her like boxy charms. And it's the Appeal Gel Liner in the shade Forest Green. This is what it looks like. And my goal is to use this 22 times. I think this is gonna be really pretty in the fall. So it's a perfect time for me to try it out. Actually, I have never used it before. Have I? I don't think so. So that was really creamy on my hand. So hopefully it applies to my eyes the same way. And then the last prompt is I took that idea from Deb, by the way. It's funny. My brother-in-law and I used to do that to each other. My dad did it too. I have some goofy men in my family, and we used to do that back and forth. So it's a really fun memory, but I had to find something that was part of my morning routine. So I'm gonna roll in my CeraVe PM moisturizer. I use this every single morning. This is my last step in my skincare routine before sunscreen. And I am about halfway done with it. I think I'm literally like right there, halfway. So my goal is to finish this. Typically it takes me about 3 months. I usually have one of these in every single empties video, and I will always repurchase. This is my morning moisturizer because it's so lightweight and it sinks into my skin. It works great under makeup, especially for my oily T-zone, and I just really love it. So that wraps up my update. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know how you're doing in this project down below, and if you're not subscribed to my channel already and you enjoy makeup and panning content, I encourage you to subscribe so I see you in my next video.